for coming to the call tonight. Really appreciate the fact that you're here. We are close to Christmas, but as I have said before, Christmas is merely one day, and it's a great opportunity to be having conversations with people at this time of year about their health leading into 2018, but also about their finances, especially when we've all charged up our credit cards over the last few days. But we have the amazing Mr. Sonny Gamer here to talk tonight on a very curious topic. Sonny, before you get started, I would love it if you would just tell everybody a little bit about your journey. We all, know you and Val are the dynamic duo, and you're working together. But just tell us a little bit about your journey to QNMD before you launch into tonight's call.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks for having me. What's the date today, Jay Curiosity? I just thought of it just then. Is it the 17th today? What is
18th today.
I met Valerie on the 17th of December back in 2000 and almost to the day. So you asked about our journey. It was almost to the day, the year 2000, wasn't it, honey? Was it 2002? It was 2002, wasn't it? It was. So there we go. There's a little bit how far Val and I go back personally. But you know what? I'll share a little bit about my past and I suppose how I came about this business and my journey a little bit. But if you know a little bit about me, I don't really like to reflect too much on the past, me personally. I love to look forward into the future. I've always just been wired that way. Anyway, I can better myself moving forward every single day. I'm all about that. But, I've been around this community now with Val for 6 years. 6 years ago, Valerie came home with the capsules. And that's literally how we started on our health journey. You know, little do we know that it'd have such a significant impact on my health personally with my heart condition, but then also with business. Through business and being in business since the age of 23, where I just randomly started a construction company with a shovel and a cement mixer. My business partner and I built that up to a $1 million company. And, thankfully and, so grateful for this opportunity and the people involved, especially on this call. Earlier this year, I was able to get rid of that business and now retire at the age of 36 into this full time with my wife, which is fantastic. It's surprising now that we're still married in the same house after we've had an amazing year, but it's been really, really, I suppose, eye-opening for me because now, with this business, it's really opened up my eyes to what, life should really be about. And I just want to touch on that a little bit about that tonight. But, around this community now for 6 years, I really just have been following in Val's footsteps. I'm forever grateful for Val. She is, to be honest with you, the backbone of this company and what we do and Val and I do collectively. Very much I've supported her along the way, but she has been the backbone. So I'm very grateful for you, honey, because you're the one who really was the get-setter in this. And I just thought it was a bit of a side gig. Thought it was a bit of a side kick, something that Val could do. But little did I know that it would eventuate something into this. And then it's opened up the opportunity for me to grow myself into this business. Now as a qualifying national marketing director, which, the levels to me, I don't really pay attention to that. I look at the impact that the business opens up in terms of income, opportunities, time, freedom. The fact that this is my first school holidays that I'll be home at Christmas time for longer than a week and a half in 12 years. So I'm excited. What are we, day 3, and we're already pulling our hair out at home. So now I know what every stay-at-home mum feels like, but it's fantastic. But thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's a little bit about me. 2017, we're almost done. End of the game. We're in the locker room. We're regrouping. We're getting ready for 2018. Right. And would you guys agree that what a time to be alive, right? What a time to be in business right now with what we have. It's truly, truly incredible, the opportunity that we have here with this business opportunity and what we have with the Juice Plus company. It's quite unique. And over the last few years, as my life has ticked over, I don't know if you guys can resonate with this, but every Christmas I used to get itchy feet. And I used to think, what else could I do with my life? And when I was in traditional business, I wasn't completely satisfied because I was at Christmas time, I'd say to Val, I got itchy feet. I'm looking for another opportunity. I'm looking for something. And this is even while we had Juice Plus, because it was Val's thing and I supported it, and I didn't really take it that seriously, to be honest with you. But, you know, this is the first year where I haven't got itchy feet, and I'm just excited for the new year to kick over. I'm just excited for every single day because, I don't know, I asked you guys, how was 2017 for you? How was it for you personally? Have a good, honest think about that. Was it a ripper? Was it a good one? Was it average? Was it okay? Were there areas that you could improve on? Right? We all like to sit back, have a few wines, have a little bit extra food and reflect on the year, right, as we tick things over. But how was it for you? Right? Have a little bit of a think about that. And our ultimate goal, every single week, us leaders would get on here on these calls, and our ultimate goal is to really to better your lives. So ultimately, you know, over the last, 12 months, all the input, all the times that we've gone to work on ourselves and gone to work with our team, etc., is just to hope that you guys can better yourselves. So ultimately, what we want for you is the best 2018 that you could possibly have, right? That's what we want. We want everybody to strive. Would you all agree that life is fun when everybody's winning? When everybody's having a great time, when everybody's winning in life? That's awesome, right? And I feel we have that in this community, especially from Bron and Tamara down, being 19 years in the company, right? 19 years in this business. It's truly incredible what we have from the top down, leading from the forefront in this company. Now, Christmas time is a funny one, and I've noticed that along the years, being in this business, because you're going to run into family members, you're going to run into people you haven't seen into a while, Christmas parties, etc. And we know, would you guys agree that in life it's pretty easy to lose your courage? It can evaporate. The wind can get taken out of your sails, so to speak, when you talk about this business, because I guarantee you're going to run into people that don't understand what we do just yet. They don't quite understand it. They might not quite agree with what we do. They don't understand the whole direct selling business model, right? They wouldn't understand how the product gets into a vegan capsule. It blew my mind. I said to Valerie for 9 months straight that she cannot do this business because I wasn't sure of it. I didn't bother doing any research. Of course not. Wouldn't do that, right? But I just said, no. Just denied it straight away, right? And the reality is you're going to run into these sorts of people around Christmas. And also you're going to run into some people that eventually will join your team and be customers. You're going to be able to help them with their health and their life, which is truly incredible. But, as you come across these certain people, it's going to take mindset. It's going to take a certain way of thinking. It's going to take a daily method of operation to move into the new year to really set yourself up for success. All right. Now, one thing I can honestly say is that you don't want to get distracted. All right. I was listening to a great podcast today, and this guy, and he said the majority of people's default setting is fear and discouragement. Right. Now, fear often comes into this business because it's so foreign to people. Would you guys all agree when you said yes to this, you weren't quite sure what you were saying yes to? Right. So fear set in. Will I succeed? What will people say about what I've just said yes to? What will people say when I tell them I'm a part of a like-minded community? Like, that just sounds weird in itself. Really? Does that really exist? Like, we first went to the Perth conference back in 2012, and I said to Val, this is really weird. Everybody's nice. Everybody's happy and healthy. And like, these mums are making 10 grand a month. This is ridiculous. This can't be true. Right. And so all these things come into your mind, and this is going to happen over the Christmas break because you're going to be around friends and family that just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand it yet. But that's okay, right? That's fine, because everybody's at different positions in their life. Everybody's going through different scenarios, right? And we can't judge and whatnot. All we can do is offer this opportunity, share with people what we do, and come from the heart, right? Now, I ask you, in this business, where do you see yourself in 2018? Right? And everybody's perspective on what I'm going to share with you tonight is going to be different. You might walk away from this and go, oh, here's a load of hogwash. You might come away and go, that was really inspiring. Everybody's perspective is different. Everybody's perspective of success is different. So maybe, your destiny with this business is not national marketing director, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe your destiny with this business is over the next 12 months to put on, 10 to 20 customers and share this and change the health and lives of 10 to 20 people, right, for the next year and dramatically change people's lives. Maybe that's it for you. Maybe it's to add a small team base, and grow a small team, right? And have, a group of like-minded people sharing this product around Australia, right? So whatever that might be, I feel and I know through Val and I learning in this business is that we all have a job to do, right, on this planet. We all have a bigger vision. We all have a bigger mission. And until you find that, life can just sort of plod along, right? And I know I was with that for many, many years until I found this business, right? So you've got to understand is that the bigger the vision, the bigger the mission, right, you'll also come across enemies. And that sounds bad. And I'm not talking about people who hate you or don't like you. I'm just saying that they won't understand exactly what we do, right? They won't get what we do. And so you've got to have this mindset going into 2018 that this is going to be the best year of my life. This is going to be the game changer of my life, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a little bit of DMO after this. But for me, life is just all about mindset. 110% mindset every single day that you get up. You just have to have this mindset of like, I'm going to better myself, right? I know that every day, there's certain fears, like getting on this call tonight. I was thinking during the day, am I going to be able to deliver? What's something new? There's so many great talkers that come on every single week. What can I possibly bring to the table that's different, that might add some value in some way, right? And I still get that little voice in the back of my head going, oh, come on, Sonny, you're kidding yourself, mate. You're just a bricklayer. You didn't finish high school. You talk a load of shit, right? So I've gone to work on myself today to think, you know what? I want to be able to, bring this tonight, And so over the Christmas break, right, I would love for you guys to really put aside people's opinions on what they have, really embrace all this, take it all in, right? And really face your fears. And in the stolen moments around Christmas, work on all that, right? Work on yourself, work on the product, build that belief muscle, work on the business, work on the industry, right? Your discouragements around things that are going to happen and be said around what we do. It's going to happen, right? But the beautiful thing is about social media, about our testimonials now, about our events, is that it's becoming more mainstream. I love how Bron says, she wants Juice Plus to be a household name, in years to come. And it's getting that way. People are understanding that, an online business is a great way to generate a second, third, fourth income and, possibly make it your number one income, right? So you need to go and work on that. You need to work on disciplining your disappointments. I recently had my best mate say to me, mate, I love the product. I've had great results, but I've just gone for something cheaper. It cut me up. It really dug deep. I was going to buy the product and I thought, you know what? No, I won't. Right? So I had to really dig deep and discipline my disappointments right there and then. Moved on. We still have a good yarn, right? So these things will all start to pop up. And one thing you'll understand about, especially our community here in WA and what we've been able to build, right, from Tamara and Bron down, is that this business is for yourself. And you can come in and without sounding, I suppose, selfish, it's great to be selfish because in the beginning, you've got to plan, you've got to think about your vision, your goals, and why you said yes to this. Be selfish. You want to better yourself, right? And this business is for yourself. But the beautiful thing, as you can see tonight, there's 32 other people on the call here with me. You're not by yourself, right? We're linked in this forever. It's a beautiful thing. But what's the common word there? And it's you. It's yourself, right? So everything is up to you. I love that saying, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And for me, to get the success, to have this daily motivation, because I'm going to be honest with you, you guys might get off this call tonight and you're all pumped up and tomorrow morning you're pumped, but I guarantee you by Boxing Day the next day, right, there's no wind in the sails and something will happen and, somebody will give you the shits or something will happen in life and, there's no wind in the sails whatsoever. All I know is through life and through my obstacles and my trials and tribulations and my success is I've always just had to blow wind in my own sails. No matter what, I just get up the next day and away we go. I hoist the mainsail and we just go with whatever wind's blowing. And if there's no wind, I'll blow it myself. Because at the end of the day, it's entirely up to us of what we want to do, what we want to create, the life we want to live. I don't know about you, but I talk to myself a lot. Does that sound crazy? But during the day, I talk to myself a lot. In my mind, I talk to myself all the time. Sonny, what are you doing? Sonny, you should be here. Why aren't you doing this? You did well there. You know, you fruitcake here. What have you done here? Every single day. But one thing, a part of my DMO is that, right, I do things towards my business every single day. Every single day, Valerie and I make sure that there is something written on that DMO list absolutely every single day to better ourselves, to better the team every single day. And I don't care what level you're at right now. If you've just joined on and you're watching the recording, it's your first time. That is probably my key piece of advice, is a DMO, right? Because I don't know any successful person that has just winged life, that has just gone along day by day. I'll just wing it. Just whatever will happen. What will be, will be. I'm sorry. Success just doesn't happen that way, right? Certain things may fall in your lap. And I've had some mates go, oh, Gamer, you've been pretty lucky in life. I'm very blessed. I'm very fortunate for the life I live and the life I've been able to build. But at the same time, I've always thrown myself into these opportunities for these things to arise, right? You know, we were the ones that back in 2012, you know, a day before conference, we just said, oh, we'll go to the Perth conference. We didn't know anyone. I was so scared to rock up and meet all these random people, right? And Val was freaking out, and look what it's led to. But we threw ourselves into that opportunity, right? So, you know, having a DMO is huge. Knowing a little bit about also, you know, what your business is worth. I think it's really, really important. Like, I love when Bron breaks down what's a qualifying business worth. And, you know, having a qualified business, having your 20, 25 customers going through your business every single month, right? You know, you're going to get 7 to 10 grand every single year just from that alone. So you imagine if you plod along with this business, you're part of the community, right? You get the connection, you get the community, you love being around it. In the next 10 years, you're going to create $70,000 to $100,000. Imagine what you can do to that. You can pass it off to your kids. Now, there's 2 cars for the kids. There's a house deposit for the kids. There's a retirement fund. Imagine if you created, you know, a small team amongst that and you're creating 100 to 200 grand in the next 10 years, right? Imagine if you did it in the next 2 years. So for me, I still like to know a little bit about the nuts and bolts as well. Every single day, I generally go over figures in my head within the business. It's just how I operate. It motivates me. Without sounding shallow, it motivates me. It gets me operating. It gets me moving, right? I grew up poor. I remember when Mum and I used to have Vegemite sandwiches for dinner because that's all Mum could afford, a single mum. And my mates were eating steak and veggies, right? I still remember that. And it brings me back to who I am, what my mission statement is every single day. It's the reason why tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and work on my business. I do it every day. Val does it too, right? And I'm going to do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I won't do it probably Monday, I've got to be honest with you, or Tuesday. That's Boxing Day as well, isn't it? It's Monday, Tuesday, is that right? That's right. I'll probably give it a break. But every other day of the year, I do it. Because I find that when people have a bigger mission, right, a bigger purpose, they want to fight for that, right? They want to do something for that. Have you noticed that when people don't have a bigger mission, a bigger purpose, it's so easily to get derailed, right, and get sidetracked, right? It's just so easy in life. Have a think about it. It might be the gym. Might be get up and you go, oh, here's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to get a 6-pack and get shredded. And after 2 weeks, you're not even going anymore, right? This is life as well. Life is very much, and this business is like that. So for me, right, I every day I have these stories in my head. To be honest with you, I have these fears about, am I succeeding enough? Am I doing enough for my kids? Right? Am I doing enough to provide for my family? Right? My businesses? Where are they moving? Where is it tracking? Where am I going? Every single day, guys. This is me, and I'm just being open and honest and transparent. This is how I think. This is how I get motivated every single day, right? And so in my mind, right, always think, right, I've got to stop, you know, the outside influences, right? I've got to stop forfeiting my future because of thinking I'm going to fail. I've got to stop thinking about what people think of me. I've got to keep on progressing forward no matter what, helping people along the way, right, as best as I can, the only way I know can. And then I better myself every single day by plugging into the system, staying close to the fire. I urge you guys, if you can do anything in 2018, it's stay close to the fire. Get to every event you can get to. Get onto every Zoom you can get to. I guarantee you when 2019 ticks over, everybody's going to be sitting here with huge grins on their faces. They're going to be ecstatic because they had the best year. And that's exciting, right? It's exciting when people win, right? I hate it when I see people and in their eyes, they're not creating what they want, right? It's almost like they're dying outside of their destiny, right? And the fact that fear is holding them back from their future, right? It's terrible, but that's what happens in the real world out there. And in this business, in this closed environment, in our community, right, you have everything here available, right, to have the most amazing life and have the most amazing business. Now, guys, this can all sound wishy-washy, but for me, I turn on these words. I look to this. This is what goes through my mind every single day, right? And in my mind, I have my mission statement that I talk to myself every single day about it. And my mission statement is that I want to provide the best and the most amazing life for my family and my kids. I want my kids to be able to wake up every morning and their dad and their mum are home. Right? I want my kids to know that every school holidays now that we are home and we can do whatever we want whenever we want. I want these life experiences for them. I don't want them growing up on Vegemite sandwiches like I did, right? It made me who I am, but if I can provide an alternative life, a better life for them, I want that for them. It drives me every single day, right? Now, you've got to understand that in life, it's so easy to talk yourself out of things, right? We do it all the time. Would you agree? I talked myself out of the gym this morning. I just joined a new gym, by the way. Snap Fitness, Myri, great gym. Been 2 days in a row, you ripper. This morning, talked myself out of it. Got up at 5. What do you know? I went to the office. I did some work, talked myself out of it. Now, combining a DMO, it's going to help you talk yourself into this business, right? Every single day. Because as humans, it is so easy to talk ourselves out of things, right? I'm a perfect example of that. Val says, take out the bins. I tell her I'll do it later. I talk myself out of it straight away, right? Mow the lawns. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, Val. Another week goes by. Pick up the dog poo. Talk myself out of it, right? So it's so easy to do that. But in this business, you want to be able to talk yourself into it every single day. So setting up a DMO is going to help you with that, right? Now, a great DMO leading into whatever level you are, I've just written down a few key points here, and this is actually Valsky. Valsky and I were talking about this earlier. You know, a great DMO, a daily method of operation that you have. Now, honestly, guys, you've got to set up a DMO for the new year. You just have to. And I don't even just like more than just this business, like just in life, a DMO is going to help you so much, right? If you're a DVF, you've got probably a couple of customers, right? You're forming a small customer base. You want to build on that and you want to keep these customers. It's all about customer experience in this business, lifelong customers. Talk to Bron and Tamara about it. Some of their customers have been here for 10 plus years. Incredible. They've had a great customer experience from them and they're lifelong customers. So if you're a DVF, if you've got a couple of customers, you're getting your product paid for every single month, right? You're part of the community, fantastic, right? Keep on that. Give your customers a great customer experience. Make sure that's part of your DMO, right? Day to day, at least week to week, right? Send them an email, send them a text message, send them a message on Facebook, right? Instagram, however you communicate with them, call them on the phone, do that for them. If you're an SDVF, right, it means more than likely you've grabbed the bonus money. You've got a couple of team members that you're working with. You're building a small team here and you're building on that. Nourish that, nurture that, right? Plug into events. Keep close to the fire, right? Keep being proactive. Keep your customer base alive, right? If you're qualifying your business, it's worth up to 10 grand a year. That's a couple of holidays every single year, right? Just for a couple of phone calls every month to say, hey, how you going? How's the product? What's working for you? What changes have you noticed, right? And if you're an SC and you've got a couple of teamies, you've got 3 team members on board at least, right? You're building a solid business there. And from there, you know, when you start hitting SSC and Q, you know, you're basically going to be living mortgage-free, rent-free the rest of your life. So from that moment on, you've got something substantial that you don't want to let go of. You want to nurture that, right? You've got something amazing that you can keep forever or build upon for the rest of your life. So I urge you guys to have that DMO, have that running every single day, right? Carla's got a full mission statement. There you go. I love that, right? So guys, these are the notes that I took. You know, motivation is a funny thing, and you can go online and you can get all the motivation you want. You can go to Tony Robbins. You can go to so many inspirational people and turn for that. And it'll switch you on. It'll switch you on for a day or two, an hour or two. It'll get you motivated in the afternoon, right? I did it this afternoon, and, you know, I was listening to a few things on YouTube. But the reality is that it comes from within. Everything must come from within. And it must come from a greater purpose, a greater mission than just yourself, right? When people just have their own sole focus on their mind and it's just them that they're worrying about, right? To be honest with you, I haven't seen those people succeed very far in life. They get derailed very quickly. They get sidetracked by flashy objects, right? Something, you know, a new job that's offering more money. I'm going to go over here. Right, we all know a friend or a mate that goes from job to job, from company to company because they're offering a better pay rise, this and the other, right? I urge you guys to find a bigger purpose, a bigger mission within your life that you aim towards. Because ultimately, this business, you know, for you, it might be just your vehicle to lead you to that ultimate goal in life, right? It might be the fact that you love and you live and breathe capsules. That's fantastic if that's going to be you as well, right? Whatever this business, you know, is for you, what you want it to be, right? You've got to understand that all of us as leaders, we are here for you, right? We are here for you every single way, every single step. We will meet you halfway every single time, but we can't do it for you. It is your life, right? It is entirely up to you. And we're here to hold your hand. I'm here to stick my arm around you and grab you. Give you a bit of a knuckle rub on the scalp sometimes when you're mucking up and like, let's go, right? But we're here, right, to guide you and help you and show you the way, right? But ultimately, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do in 2018. And I've had a lot of conversations with my team, and the common denominator coming back out of the team is like, you know what, 2018 is going to be the last year that I work a job. And that's inspiring. I'm up in the morning now because I know the team are pumped. I want to get some of these guys retired and they're in their 20s. Like that's exciting, right? Imagine if you could turn around and grab some of your friends and family and go, let's make this like the last year we ever work. Like, does that sound cool? To me, that's inspiring, right? What's your mission statement? Has everybody got a mission statement? Right, write it in the chat. I don't know if everybody has. Does everybody know what a mission statement is? It's just something that's in your soul, that's in your heart, something that you're striving towards every single day. You know, mine, to be honest with you, and it changes. I remember before I met Val, being an only child, my mission statement was to look after my mum, to be honest with you, right? And we got to do that because of the business. If you know our story, the first thing we did with majority of our paycheck is we bought my mum a house. She now lives in that house, right? She's got a roof over her head for the rest of her life. Now, it changed when we had kids, Val and I. It changed when we found this business, because once you find out and you realize how big this business can be for you and what this community can do and the people involved and how they can help you, right? You'll realize that, you know, it can ultimately be better than you can ever imagine. Like my life, to be honest with you, without boasting or anything like that, it's not like that. It's just like sometimes it overwhelms me how amazing now my life is because of this business, how much it's changed. I'm a better dad, I'm a better parent, I'm a better mate because of this business, right? It's truly, truly incredible. So for you guys moving forward, right, grab some sort of mission statement. Grab something that you can write down that's in your head every single day that you can strive towards. And no matter what, when something's pulling you off, when somebody's pulling you off target, you know, out of direction in the opposite way, right? Against the grain, that you can come back in. Stay close to the fire. We all know. And how many times do we hear it? Like, I've had mates and people in the business, they're like, oh, mate, I haven't been around. I haven't been to an event in 6 weeks. It's so good to be back. It's so good to come around and be around like-minded people and with all the crew again. Stay close to the fire. Come to every event, right? Doesn't matter if you've heard Tamara 10 times, 20 times, or Bron or me, right? I still listen to Tamara and I pick up on things. I still listen to Bron, right? I still listen to Nat Baldock, listen to Carla, right? I listen to all these people 20 times, 30 times. I listen to recordings of them. I still pick up little bits and pieces that add to my mission, my goal on why I said yes to this, what I want to create, why I'm helping other people. It's as simple as that. So if you act on all this, if you set your DMO up just little bit by little bit, right? You've got this mission statement on what you want in your life. And now over the Christmas break, no matter what, you set this straight within yourself, right? That this is what you're going to do in 2018. Trust me, this will be an amazing year for you. This will be a game-changing year for you guys, right? There's lots of businesses that you could be a part of right now. There's lots of companies that you could be affiliated with right now. There's lots of different teams that somehow you could have ended up with, but you're in this team. You're with people that have been in the company since day one, 19 years, right? There's a reason why you're in with these people, right? It wasn't just by, just luck of the draw. No, there's a reason. Understand that. You've got some amazing mentors here. Plug in as much as you can. Learn from these people, right? It's truly, truly incredible. And I think if you hold that true to your heart, guys, and I hope I haven't sound too wishy-washy tonight, because I am very much like, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, you just got to get shit done. You do, right? And then ultimately that's it. Like, let's be real. You got to get up and do the work. You got to connect with people and all that, right? I didn't know what I was going to bring tonight. I didn't know how I was going to bring it tonight, but I actually listened to a pastor today on YouTube for about 40 minutes, and everything he said resonated with me. And I'm not a religious guy, to be honest with you, but everything just related back to my core mission on why I said yes to this business, why I said yes to this. And it brings me to tears now, because it's all about my kids, my family, and the life I get to live. It's truly, truly amazing, guys. And if you're new in this, you probably don't realize what you've got at your fingertips and what you actually could unleash for your life right now. It's truly, truly incredible. There's some of you now that have been, I see on the call, you've been in the business for some time. It's right there, guys. It's right there for the taking. This could be your year, right? Don't let that sway away. Don't let it just go away in the tide, right? Stay true to yourself. Be consistent. Get shit done, right? Stick to your mission statement. You'll be amazed at what happens, right, in 52 weeks. There we go. Sonny Gamer, 2018. That's a wrap. Thanks so much.
Whoop, whoop. Love it. Sonny, I'm coming to your church. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, some absolute nuggets in there. And I saw that a lot of people shared their missions, guys. Do you know what? Part of the value in sharing your mission of what you want for yourself by putting it out there to other people is that you hold yourself accountable. You hold yourself accountable to your mission. So share it with us here. Here's your opportunity to really share what it is that you want for your life. And, we will just wrap our arms around you and help you to achieve that. So